guys, welcome back to Hike Oregon. Today I'm outside and it's raining. What's new? It's Oregon and it's been a really crappy winter. So less hiking. Actually, I think it's like mixed with snow right now, honestly, which is crazy because it's March and we're getting kind of sick of it, honestly. We're ready for some good weather so we can go hiking and backpacking. But today I'm so excited because I'm doing a collab video with wonderful Christine Machado. She is awesome. She has an awesome YouTube channel all about hiking and backpacking and just everything, gear review, and she does a wonderful job. She is from Southern California and she started hiking in January 2016. She started hiking like sections of the PCT down there and she just fell in love with it and started really getting into backpacking more instead of like just day hikes. And she wanted to document her journey because she was so new at it, and she thought, you know, it'd be fun to document, and it's just been so fun to watch her. I love her channel, and her videos, especially like when she goes out and hikes, are just so beautiful. Like, she does such a good job with videography and the quality, and the places she goes are just magical looking. So go over to her channel. I'll link it below. So we're doing a collab today on like the top 10 most things that you do not want to leave the house without when you're going on a day hike, when you're going hiking. So I'm going to talk about 5 and Christine's going to talk about 5 over on her channel, and you're just going to have the best top things right here, right now. Let's go. So one of my first things I wanted to talk about was bathroom needs. Everyone goes, come on, let's just put it out there. Everyone poops, everyone pees. Deal with it. Anyway, there are certain ways to deal with it on the trail. Whether or not you're backpacking or just day hiking, there are some options, of course. So, number 1, everyone thinks about toilet paper, right? So if I'm taking toilet paper, I have it in a Ziploc bag. That way it doesn't get wet or moist. I live in Oregon, so everything is moist all the time. So Ziploc bag, and it's raining so hard. And yeah, that's that. Now, realistically, toilet paper does not, even though people think, okay, toilet paper, it's so thin, it disintegrates, it'll be, you know, gone in like the next rain. That's not true, unfortunately. So if you're adhering to the leave no trace principles, TP, not the best thing. If you're gonna leave this anywhere, you're supposed to dig a 6-inch hole and then put that in and cover it. Do most people do that? Probably not. Most day hikers aren't carrying around a trowel with them. So another thing to do is to take the type of toilet paper that you use in RVs that disintegrates really quickly. So that's a really good option. I highly recommend that for people that want to take toilet paper. Another great option for gals, since men don't really have to wipe after they pee, is a pee rag. So it's basically just a bandana. Whoop-de-doo. This one has not been used for pee, by the way. But you just take a bandana. It's great because you can like put a hole in it or whatever and just carabiner it to your backpack. And then whenever you have to pee, just use this to wipe and then hang it on your backpack again. And it'll dry, especially if you're going in the summer, it'll dry in no time. In the winter, especially in Oregon, this may not be the best idea because if it's hanging on the outside of your backpack, it'll probably get wet and that kind of thing. But this is a wonderful alternative. If you're strictly adhering to the leave no trace policy, this is the way to go. My second thing that I wanted to talk about is chapstick. I am addicted to chapstick. When I'm hiking, I'm applying chapstick all the time. My lips get chapped so easily, whether it be from wind, harsh wind, or cold or sun, you're gonna want chapstick on your lips. So one of my favorites is the Kiss My Face chapstick right here. It has SPF 15, which is great for sun. It protects your lips. That way you don't get sunburned lips, wind stung lips. I don't know, wind stung, wind burned, I don't know. That's a thing too, and it's awful. It's almost worse than sunburned lips. So make sure to carry chapstick. It's super important. Even if you're like, I never wear chapstick if I'm, you know, at home or whatever, but on the trail, when you're hiking, when you're out in the elements for more than 2 hours, you're gonna want chapstick. Number 3, snacks. You're gonna want food. You need to fuel your body when you're exercising that much. You know, I usually don't go on hikes shorter than like 5 miles, so I'm needing to consume quite a bit of calories to maintain my energy to walk. So I always have like lunch with me, but lunch is not enough for me. I'm always needing some sort of snack, either like right after the drive to the trailhead I need a snack, or like after we're done with the hike and I've had my lunch on the hike, I will need a snack. So I love these Lara bars because they're made with like, you know, 3-4 ingredients. Like this one has 4 ingredients. This is great. It's basically made just out of dates and chocolate chips. Like, it's so pure. I love it. And it's a quick sugar fix, but it's like, you know, healthy sugar. It's not a Snickers bar. So you get some of that fruit sugar and you do get some chocolate, which is nice as well. Another great snack is nuts. So here's some walnuts that I would take a handful and like put it in a Ziploc bag or something. But walnuts are really, really good for hiking because they're high in fat. Fat is not bad. Fat is energy, especially when it's coming from nuts. And that's going to be your fuel. So next essential I wanted to talk about is very, very important, especially if you're living in a colder climate. Spring and fall are your like most dangerous seasons, I would say, as far as like weather unpredictability. So one of my most essential items for a hike is extra layers, especially on top. So, you know, I'll have my outfit and stuff, and then I'll always pack an extra layer in my day pack. So this is a great example. It's just a shirt made by Under Armour, and it has a half zip, and it's fuzzy on the inside, which is nice for insulation. This will keep you really, really warm. It's long sleeve. You can put this on under your jacket. Let's say you've sweat through your other layer. You know, as soon as you get cold in any sort of like moist climate, there's that risk of hypothermia, and you do not want that. So extra layer, super, super important and essential. And the last essential that I'm going to talk about is navigation and maps. It is so important to know where you are at all times and where you're going and what the terrain is like and that kind of thing. So some examples of stuff that I carry is the first thing is my GPS, which is the Motion X app on my phone. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's the map, and you can basically just track your route, but you can also see like what the terrain is like, which is great because a lot of the time I will just, you know, if I'm going off a guidebook or something, I'll print out the page, which has a little bit of a map, but it's not super like detailed or anything. If I'm at an intersection, let's say without a sign or something, and maybe the intersection isn't depicted on this map because the guidebook's older or something like that, you may not know which way to go. So it's really important then for me to go to the GPS and be like, oh, okay, well, and it may not even show the intersection on the GPS, but just the fact that you know where you are in terms of hills and mountains and streams and that kind of thing can help you understand where you are here in terms of the map and that kind of thing. So and if I do have like the real topographical map of that region, I will take that. So for example, these are amazing maps made by Adventure Maps Inc. These are phenomenal maps. I have one of the Oak Ridge area, the Three Sisters Wilderness, Mount Hood area, and then Sisters and Redmond, like high desert area. So these are phenomenal. They will show all the trails, they will show all the mountains, and they will show all the streams, even if they don't have names, and rivers. Most rivers have names, but sometimes the streams don't, and it can be a little confusing because you may think, oh, I'm already at this river, but maybe you're just at a little stream 2 miles away from where you think you're at. So it's really, really important to know your surroundings, to know where you're at, and even maybe taking, I have a compass attached to my backpack as well, taking a compass, knowing how to use the compass. I know that REI provides, I think every couple of months or even once a month, they provide a compass reading class, which costs a little bit of money, but it's so worth it to know how to use that tool. If you were ever in a situation where you were lost and needed to know how to navigate, that's super important. So those are the 5 out of 10 things that I'm going to talk about over here. Now, go over to Christine's channel and check out the 5 important things that she's going to mention. Write all these 10 things down and make sure that you always are packing these things. These 10 things are so essential for you to have a good and safe hiking trip. Thanks so much for watching. Head over to Christine and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.